is episode 61, Phumblepodcast. I got a good friend on here, a handsome, very tall philanthropist, business owner, seasonal boyfriend, comedian, my man, Brace Nettles. What's this seasonal boyfriend you talking about, man?
Man, look, man, every time someone looks at me, they want to say, oh, I see husband potential. I see long-term boyfriend. I'm like, I accept seasonal work. I'm like term life insurance. I'm good for when you need me. If you want to have a hot girl summer, go ahead. I will be here in the fall.
And what do you do during the summer?
Dude, when I'm in the summer, you know what? I'm at Bible study, just getting right with you.
Praying for forgiveness and shit.
You know, somebody got to pray for her while she out there.
That's hilarious, man. So I met Brace at the local improv here in Sacramento, the comedy spot. We ran into each other on one of the open mic nights, and the rest is history, man. We kicked it off, and we're helping each other out in the stand-up game and also some sketch. You got some killer ideas to record eventually.
Oh, you want to get into the ideas?
Yeah, let's talk about it, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, yes. So I have an idea about, there's an interrogation. It's a whole interrogation scheme where it's a dark room, one light, and you see a man's face, and he's like, I read up on you. I know your history. So tell me this information, and we don't have to go down this road. He's like, you don't know anything on me. And then the next thing you see is just a picture of a face, and you see a picture of a butt. And then in the butt, you see hemorrhoids all around.
Oh, no.
And he's like, how did you know? And then the guy's holding toothpicks, and he just, every time he's like, now when I run out of toothpicks, you're going to have to give me the information or you're next.
Oh, dang, yeah.
Yes, it's like the most villainy face sketch ever.
You got someone to play the guy who's with the hemorrhoids? What you got?
Yes, I do. Actually, one of our other comedian friends.
Oh, for real? Nice.
Yes. What's his name? Jordan.
Oh, yeah. That's
Jordan, great guy. John Jordan Taylor. He's hilarious.
He is hilarious. By the way, for everyone who's in the Sacramento area, come on Tuesdays to open mic night. You'll see myself there. You'll see Brace there. You'll see Jordan there. And it's a fun 1 hour, 1.5 hours of comedy. A lot of talent from around here. But damn, dude, that sketch sounds hella funny. We were talking last night because we was hitting up actually at the comedy spot. It was we were talking about the different, just how you look at comedy, right? And like what lenses to look at life at to just create comedy like on the spot, Oh, and it was just like anything can be funny. We literally we were having dinner, and I just looked at my cup of water. I was like, we could make this into a funny bit if we really wanted to, you know what I mean? So like,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and we went from the cup of water to how I wonder how foster kids feel when they see when they see slow kids getting took care of good. I was like, oh shoot, that was God telling me to calm down. Don't say that on air no more.
No, go ahead. Yeah, that dude, that has so much potential. That sketch, like. You gotta like shed some more light on that, and then like maybe this can be a preview to when we actually record that shit and put it on the net, because that, who calls it the net anymore? What am I, like 50? On the TikTok. But yeah, no, it's foster kids that are normal seeing kids with like serious health issues just being
like a paraplegic. Like he just sees the parent pushing him around everywhere, and he's like, I don't even got to be pushed. Like what's wrong with me?
Oh my God, that will kill. Like, and we were talking about like there's an audience for everything, right? You can find a large group of people that'll laugh their fucking asses off for that shit. And I was just saying, like, dude, some people that like that dark humor, that's a hit, man.
Yeah, because the thing is, when I say slow kids, I know everybody's thinking like, oh, he's talking about something mental. I'm like, no, I mean like wheels. Like they're slow. They can't move fast.
Right, because that makes it better. Yeah. I but shit, man. Yeah, that we gotta I'm seriously down to help you record that because that's gonna be a hit. I can play the kid in wheelchair. I don't care. Like
You gonna put a wheelchair?
I'm down, bro. I'm down to do it. I don't I can be that quirky, like showing off paraplegic guy to the foster kid with no parents, yep, I'm getting pushed. What are you doing?
Just looking at him get put on the bus with the little escalator thing, just like.
Oh god. Like flexing on him and shit. Dog. Dude, but let's talk about this because you ain't from Sacramento originally. So
No, I'm from that dirty. I'm from Alabama, Mobile, Alabama, Pritchard, Alabama to be exact.
Yeah, man, he's from Charles Barkley country. I was giving him shit about that last night.
We claim Charles Barkley, but we claim him like he a second cousin. Like he on the outskirts, but we know him. We know about him, but we ain't never like robbed nobody together, nothing like that. That's the way we see Charles Barkley. Man,
Yo, Barkley was the man. I love his announcing because he don't give a damn. Like he's just like he says what he wants. Like he's on TNT, and he's just talking smack. Like, and he just says the craziest things. But even his playing days, like I was always like, I was a Bulls fan growing up. I'm still a Bulls fan, and our season's pretty much over now. But I'm like during the Jordan days and Barkley and Jordan, like they had a rivalry back then, man. Like
you need someone who's not as good as you to make fun of you, to make you keep pushing harder. It's like he knew he wasn't gonna win, but he's gonna keep talking trash.
Yo, that final series with the Suns and the Bulls, dude, Barkley wasn't going off that series, but he didn't got Pippen, he ain't got Jordan, so that was his demise. What's his name was on that team though, wasn't he? The dude, he's from Sacramento. Damn, I can't remember his name. He played for the Kings, and then he played, and then he became a mayor in Sacramento after he retired. But
Kevin Johnson?
Who was that?
Kevin Johnson?
Kevin Johnson. Yeah. Kevin Johnson. He was on the Suns, and then he played on the Kings, and then he retired. But yeah.
You see, the only person I know that played for the Suns is Marquise Chris, best dude, one of the best guys I know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it comes to the Suns players that, close to my heart, Marquise Chris is always first.
For real. Okay, I got you. But yeah, tell me, man. So what got you? So how was life in Alabama? When did you decide to pursue comedy? And then when did you decide I got to get my ass out of here and go to Sacramento? I mean, out of all places, how did you choose Sacramento? I'm just curious.
Okay, so actually, I got kind of shipped out here because I was going to church, and everybody in Alabama basically goes to church. So I was going to church back to back, and they were like, you know what, you, your brother, your dad, you all play the keyboard. We're gonna send you back out to Sacramento, so you can help out one of our sister churches out there. So I came out here to help out a sister church. While I was here, I saw my first comedy show.
Okay.
I saw Rico the Great, amazing dude. So
yeah.
Every time I see Rico, he's teaching lessons, and he gives lessons in the most funny way. Sean Grady, another one. I saw both of them go up the same night, and I was just shocked. I was like, man, the way they just articulate ideas, but it comes off so funny, and I was inspired by that. So then I got into it with one of my friends. He was like, I don't think you can do it. If you think you can do it, I'll do it too. So then we both supposed to get to the comedy club, and it was an amazing experience. I'm like, okay, I signed my name up. I'm waiting for him to get there, and he calls me on the phone at the last minute. It's like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna go. Well, my name was like second on the list, and the first person was already up. So he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna make it, man. I'm not feeling up to it. So I was like, oh well, if you're not doing it, I don't have to do it. So I'm running to the door because I'm like, let me go ahead and bounce. Then I was like, why would I ever run away from something that I was so excited to do when I first signed up? So then right when I touched the door, I hear my name called, Bryce Nettles, and I feel like I can hear a bigger audience than I see in the room.
Yeah.
So I just started I started moonwalking up to the stage. And I start dancing with people on the way, and I got like 42 wings of chicken just kind of lined up on the side table. So everybody knows who I am at this point because they've all hit my wing bar. I'm just going in, and in the middle of my set, I'm just like taking a wing, taking my breaks. And ever since then, I haven't put a mic down.
That's your first experience going up.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Yo, that is a man, and you're eating wings on like that takes balls to do that, man. That like I'm telling you, like I know you had a wing station and everything, but to do that during your set, do you remember your set? Do you remember what your did you have it? Were you going to wing it, or you had something prepared?
Oh, I definitely had something prepared. I put so much work in. I think I put about 3 days worth of work, like 3 days, 3 hours a day, into making a 5-minute set that I knew would work.
It takes all of that, man. It's crazy, especially when you're starting out. And what year was this, by the way, for reference?
This was September 18, 2018.
September. I thought you said like 1828. I'm like, God, man, are you like, what are you? Are you did you return from another life? Damn. No, September 18th, 2018. Got it. Okay. Yeah, man. So after what's that?
Do the people know your story?
Oh, I think I talked about it on a previous episode. Yeah, I went up last opportunity at the Laugh Unlimited in December of last year. That was it. And it was like right before Christmas holidays. And I was like, I'm going up. I think it was December 22nd, because I actually was flying out to Ireland like a couple of days after that, or a day after that. So I go up. Yeah. I was such a noob, bro. I definitely prepared for like you for 3-4 days, but my story didn't have that positive ending like yours did, with like people actually embracing you. And you know what I mean? Like, because you told me your first time up this set, you got a lot of laughs. You got people like enjoying your jokes. Like it was receptive.
Oh yeah. It was a lot of love. But here's the thing though, where, it may not have been the same experience for you. You are driven, and you got your podcast up and running the first year.
Yeah, I did it backwards. I got all the stuff that you get after you actually become good. I did all. I knew how to. I knew a lot of the technological side from my music days. So like I kind of like just used that. I was like, let me run this shit on, and I started the podcast. I started my skits, and then the stand up I added on at the end. But yeah, in December last year, I was like, I'm going up. I don't care if I eat crap on stage. I'm cool. I'm going up. And I went up, ate crap. My story that I had in my mind, it was a 5-minute set. The light went on after 3 minutes. And then my story was halfway done, and I had to like rush to the ending. I skipped like a bunch of setups, and I just jumped to the punchline. And it's cool. I'm not regretting it at all, because I did it. And if anybody is trepidatious and they want to get into the stand-up world, just go for it, man. There's nothing stopping you but you. And that was me for a long time. I was getting in my own way. But so yeah, I did that. And then after that, I learned that Laugh Unlimited is not where you start your stand-up career. And I learned that quickly, because my man who runs the place over there, he was nice enough to put me aside. It's like, I don't know if you're funny. I think you're funny, but you gotta not start here. This is for people who's kind of gotten their feet wet already. You got to start at the open mics. So that's where I learned right then and there. I was like, oh, got you. Okay. Learning moment, right?
But
So
hey, that's the PHumblepodcast, because at least you were open and receptive to listen. Oh my goodness. Man, being coachable is like one of the best things you can be out here, man.
I always know that I don't know shit. So I'm just like, all right, lay it on me. What did I mess up? Even with you, right? After my set last night, I was like, yo, what did I mess up? What did I do good? And I don't always want to just say, what did I mess up? Because I feel like that paints a negative picture of myself. And that's something I used to struggle with when I was younger. I'd always be like, and a lot of creative people do this, right? They're always like hard on themselves. They're always like, oh man, what's my, like, and then we get into that comparison, when we start comparing our shit to other comics that are doing better than you, or they're more ahead of you in some certain ways.
Oh, I got family for that. Everybody compare me to people way better than me. They'd be like, oh, you was out there with Eddie Murphy and them. I was like, No, no, no.
Dude, family is a trip because I empathize with you on that. My family is like, because I started as a musician, right? And you're a musician as well. So that was another connection we have. But I started as a musician. Most of my life I've done music. So, but I've always had an affinity for comedy and acting, you know? So like it was just, but my parents didn't know that. My parents, like, they knew it, but they thought it was just, I'm just like the family jokester, right? Like they never thought I'd be taking it seriously at one point. But so when I told them I'm going to pursue this and, you know, I'm not going to look back, every, like, once in a while, my mom texts me, like every skit I post online that's like a little bit on the edge or risky, she'll message me. She's like, she's like, Pej, and she calls me my full name, Pejman. She's like, in the text, and it's all broken English. It's hilarious. She's like, Pejman, we have a reputation. Please don't post these things online. And I'm like, Mom, it's okay. It's comedy. It's labeled comedy. My profile says comic. Like no one's taking this shit seriously. But anyway, it's funny because from a mother's perspective, especially a foreign mother's perspective, who came here with, like, gave up everything, which was part of my set, right? They gave up everything in Iran. They came here. They're like, yes, let's leave this country that is controlling us, and let's go to a country that will allow us and our kids to have a freedom to get educated, freedom to have success. And then fast forward 28 years later, and I'm like, I want to be a comic. They're like, well, shit. You know what I mean?
See, man. The thing is for me with comedy is like, so what I want to know something about you, and I'm gonna say something about me first. What was the first non-set that you did?
Non-set set. It happened last night, actually, but it's happened before too. But the first time, like going off on a tangent and just going, like doing comedy, like live, like on the spot, no preparation.
No, I mean like you were in front of an audience,
yeah,
that wasn't there to listen to you make them laugh. However, you just ended up on, not even on stage, but you might have just been with who was everyone was looking at, and you made everybody laugh.
Got it. I see now. I see. Yeah. That's gotta be, man. I mean,
for me, it was ninth grade.
Ninth grade?
Yeah,
I want to say I was about 14, 15 when I made, it was like a group of people like in a religious gathering, and I just popped a joke, and it was like the entire room blew up, and then and I knew right then. And you know what it was? I remember the joke. I want to hear yours too. You're from ninth grade, but the joke was about, so you know the term fob, like when people are fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So you either say FOB, but rarely when I first learned about this term back in like when I was 14 or so, no one said fob. Everybody said you're FOB, like fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
And we were in this gathering, and I said something, or the leader of the group was teaching us something, and he's like this, and he like went through everybody. He's like, do you understand the rules of this story, or do you understand the meaning of the story? And I was like, you know, I'm fob. I don't understand any of this, right? And so I said that, and the whole people, everybody in the room started cracking up because because I turned it FOB into fob. That's one, and the other part is like, no one expected me to say that, and that's what makes it funny, because it was like everyone expected me to, because everybody else was like, yes, we understand, or, oh, can you like elaborate on this part of the story more? And I'm just like, man, you know, I'm fob. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So it just like, it turned it on its head, but in a good way. But I want to know how your story, what was your comedy origin story?
Okay, so I come from, my mom's a valedictorian. My dad is like a musical genius. So I have all the pressure in the world to be perfect in school. So I get my work done in like the first 15 minutes. Like all the work they give you for the hour of class, I'm done within 15 minutes. So I got 45 minutes where I have nothing to do but talk to people in class. And my teacher he was one of those people that he was like, if I put him in front of enough people, he'll break and he will never want to talk again. So he put me in front of a lot of people, and I never took my backpack off. So I would just be like grabbing paper and stuff out of my bag. So when I walked up in front of everybody, the first thing fell out my bag was like a carton of milk that I already drank. And and I picked it up and I looked at the carton of milk and I was like, things our teacher is built like. And then the whole class was just busted up laughing. And I was like, yeah. I was like, look at this. Now our teacher's on the pole. So then it's like, I went in on him for like a good, that was during the time Carrot Top was huge. Like, Carrot Top,
yeah.
so he's just pulling stuff out the bag. So I would just be pulling stuff like a stapler, and I'd be like, things our teacher wish he could balance on or something like that. Because our teacher, Mr. Siegel, let's see, Pleasant Grove High School, what is it, Elk Grove, California?
Yeah.
Mr. Siegel was the guy. And he was so cool and so relaxed, but he hated anybody that like talked in his class too much. So it was this enmity, but at the same time, I was his best student.
Yeah.
So he would be like, I love you when you shut up. It was like, but when you open your mouth, you make me want to throw you out of class. So it got to the point where it's like we had a little back and forth, and he was he was feeding me lines to roast him with by trying to roast me in the process. And then I got on it. So he basically was being the straight man for me in my first ever. And he let me go up there, and I was up there for like 10 minutes straight.
That was your first set.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. And he saw something in you though. Are you still in touch with Mr. Siegel?
Oh yeah, I go to my school a lot. Him and my English teacher, because he taught me how to write.
Oh man, that's special, man. Like, yeah, I had some mentors in high school that got me to stay straight. Like, not in comedy necessarily, but
just like in girls. I'm kidding. Like, you still got me to stay straight. I was like, I ain't need no help in that department.
Man, I was dancing to NSYNC in high school. I'm not even ashamed to say it, bro. I was hella into boy bands and shit. Like, there was a whole clique of guys that were like into choreo, and I was one of them. Like, I was into dancing and like trying to pop like Justin Timberlake and like trying to learn all that.
Hey, like you play a Persian boy band would go hard.
Oh, there's some out there. I don't know if they go hard, but they're out there. But yeah, but I'm saying, like, a quick side story about that, bro. This the whole thing about boy bands and shit in high school. There was this group of us that were actually split, not just in my school, but amongst like a few schools in our county. But we all knew each other from outside of school. And we all like were like in this whole like learning the choreography to Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, like any like pop music back then, right? And so we went on to we caught wind that this one chick that had gone to an NSYNC concert, and she had like old school video camera, like she had taken a video camera and recorded the entire concert. So the guys and me would start thinking like, she has choreographies that are not like in music videos. Like, these are choreographies that probably we could only learn and no one else would know because she has a video of it from a concert. You know what I mean? So we got our minds together we got to get this videotape. We got to get our hands on this video. We got the videotape and we started learning an entire concert worth of choreography from NSYNC that no one had seen. So what did that do? We'd show up to parties, right? Like high school parties. And we like, can you play this song? Like, we would be discreet. And it's like one of their songs that's not on the radio or there's no music video. And then we just bust into these choreographies and everybody be like, what? It's like, huh? That you guys made that shit up? Like, the only way they knew that we'd copied NSYNC is from them being to their concert. So it was like a fun way to like show creativity, but also like be like, yeah, man, we know, like, we're hella good at this, but we were just copying their video, and it was all pixelated too. It was hilarious, like how we had to learn it, because the VHS back in the day, you probably don't even remember VHS days, because I
remember the orange Nickelodeon tapes.
Okay,
you don't remember that?
Yeah.
Had the little TV with the tape on the bottom, you had to push it in twice because it always popped out a little bit. Yeah, man, I remember. Yeah, NSYNC had Justin Timberlake in it, right?
Yep, Justin Timberlake. Yep, and he's the only one that's still around. But yeah.
You know how I found out about NSYNC?
What was it?
Because Justin Timberlake was on the background of the first adult home movie I ever saw. Me and my uncle, my uncle, he was like, "Hey, you want to make some money?" I was like, "Sure. What you want to do?" He was like, "Hey, my tenant didn't pay his rent this month." I was like, "So what you gonna do?" He was like, "We're about to case his house." I said, "What? So what you mean?" I'm like early 15 years old at this point. This is like my summer vacation. Me and my uncle are my uncle like watching TV and he just walks in. Hey, you want to make some money? I was like, okay, cool. What? I'm thinking cut grass or something. He's like, yeah, we're gonna case my tenant's house. Found out his tenant was a pimp.
Oh,
And he was on the run from the police. So he was like, I got to get my rent somehow. So we go in there, and while we're in the house, uh, I grabbed one of the tapes I saw because it said Pocahontas on it. And I didn't have a Pocahontas tape. So I was like, I never seen this movie. I'll take it. So I take it home and I put it in the player and they have taped over Pocahontas. Like the first 3 minutes into it, it's like, can you hear the voices in the wind? But then like 3 minutes in, all you see is three people was smashing. One was in the corner at first. I didn't even realize that, but he was just like this the whole time. And yeah.
oh my God.
And guess what was playing, bro?
What?
Love never felt so good. What is this?
Yes, yo, that song slaps, bro. That
bro. I'm looking it up. I'm trying to figure out who's singing it. Justin Timberlake. Then I found out about NSYNC.
So your portal into NSYNC is an adult homemade video. That's hilarious. Yes. That is hilarious, bro. Although that some of Justin's like solo shit, they're fire too. I gotta admit, like his but yeah, like I was salty when he left the band back in the day. I was like, man, NSYNC was supposed to like take over the world, and you left and you playing around trying to be a solo artist, and then he became a solo artist and he like killed it even harder. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, yeah.
I had respect for Justin, but he pulled Janet Titty out, and then he let her take all the blame for it. Now if you're the one that's gonna release the titty on the world, you got to take at least half the blame. You can't just be out here release. There was black woman titty, so you knew it looked good. The bigger the titty, the more offensive it is. So, I mean,
oh my God, bro, that is.
Get with Justin, bro.
Yeah, I remember that Super Bowl halftime show live. I don't think I can ever forget it, but that I don't even think I remember the game, but I remember the halftime show because yeah. I honestly don't remember what game it was. It doesn't even matter. But shit, dude. Yeah, JT. Yeah, he went through some of the crazy stuff. Janet's documentary's coming out, by the way. She's got a documentary coming out. I don't know if it's out already or it's coming out. I think it's on Lifetime or something like that. But that's gonna be interesting. Like pulling the curtain back on that family, the Jacksons, bro. Like that's gotta be. She'll probably talk about that Super Bowl halftime show too, I'm sure.
Oh, bro, but if JT is out there, all I want him to do is just say it was a bad idea on my part too, but I did ask for consent first. If he just said that, I'd be like, you know what, we can play some Love Never Felt So Good. Because I want to listen to your music, but I just can't because
so tell me this is JT like banned from all black playlists or what?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't played JT when I was, in a private setting among consenting adults.
Yeah. Okay.
Bible study, if you will.
I feel you, man. So what's this thing about philanthropists? Let's wrap it up on that.
Oh man, so that's one of my favorite things to do. So every year, I have this goal of, they say help the homeless. I'd be like, yeah, okay, so everybody wants to help the homeless. So I do that too. I will buy a bunch of stuff off of Amazon. Like I know when I go out there, because I sometimes cook for them too. So we have full-on spreads. Like I was out there with Purpose Creations, ran by Nia Zadzisai, and we had a full-on spread: teriyaki chicken, regular chicken, fruit cups because they always ask for fruit, rice. I want to say we even had macaroni salad too. We might even do ribs sometimes. We got a full-on spread out there. So that's on like the, helping the people. They call them transients now because, they try to change the language up. So, but on the other side where I get into it even more, and it's like a solo thing, I call it the Imbulant Assist. And Imbulant is the company I created. Imbue is to inspire. Elan is energy, style, and enthusiasm.
Okay.
So it's inspiring through energy, style, and enthusiasm. Shirts and bottle openers coming soon. But
nice.
yeah, so yeah. I got some stuff where I'm working on something else. I was gonna release it. I'll just say this: corn cushions. That's all I'm gonna say. Just corn cushions.
A little teaser. Okay.
But yeah, man. So through Ambulant, I call it the Ambulant Assist, which is this is where we help out families that aren't necessarily transient or homeless. However, it's just if we could just get them to that next step up, they could possibly get to the next tax rate, or they could possibly get to the next step in their life where it's like, you know what, for this year, we're gonna take care of all the kids' school expenses.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, man. Or we might just choose a month where like, you know what, we gonna pay every bill.
Wow.
So yeah, man.
That's big, man.
So I didn't, as far as like when it comes to rent, I done covered some rents that wasn't my own. And it was like you see the difference because sometimes they come back and like, hey, I got a degree, I'm a CNA now, or I might be in school for nursing now.
You've inspired
I just
them.
needed that one, step forward, the Ambulant Assist, and that's what it is, man.
That's beautiful.
My church too.
That's beautiful, man.
My church is Victory Temple out here in Sacramento, 2860 Taft Street. Victory Temple, we do. We call it the regulars, which is Thanksgiving and Christmas, where we give to the families. But then we have something called a storehouse, where you just come through. We always got something for you. You never gonna go hungry in a sense, because we always making sure that we take care of the people around us, around the neighborhood. And you got people like me and one of my friends. She speaks Spanish. I know she hates when I say her name out loud, so that's why I just said one of my friends. But me and her, we speak Spanish, so we have this Spanish-speaking community that comes to us, and we translate for them. We help them get whatever they need, and we try to make sure we keep the streets fed, basically, in the right way.
That's inspiring stuff, man. I knew you're a good dude. You can keep going. I'm just going to keep complimenting you because I feel it from the heart.
The Ambulance Scholarship. I forgot about that. The
Ambulance Scholarship. Is there a website for all of this? Like, do you have any online presence?
I do have an online website. It was Ambulant.com.
And I'll put that on the description. So yeah,
Ambulant.com. The church has one. I think it's victorytemplepc.org, and then Nia Zaziza has purposecreations.com or .org. I forgot.
Okay.
I think it's .com though.
All right.
She has an Instagram, so if you go to Purpose Creations or you go to Nia Zaziza, Nia Nia Zaziza ZADZISAI, easy. My church has a Twitter, Victory Temple PC. So if you just want to get connected in the city, we're here for you. And I got the Ambulant scholarship, so I try to make sure I get at least about 600 to 1,000 together just to give to a student who I feel like could make it if they just had that extra push.
That's beautiful, man. All of those links and social media accounts will be in the description. So anyone who's interested or knows someone that could find it interesting, please direct them to this podcast episode and everything that's in the description. It's a beautiful man right here. He's almost 7 feet of love and comedy. And I'm not exaggerating about that height. He's a big dude. A little rule about going into the open mic is we always have to take a +1 in order to have a chance to go up. Brace has always helped me out, and I try to pay him back. But whenever I go up, they're like, "Who's your +1?" I'm like, "I ain't only got +1. I got +2 right here. This guy," because he's got so much heart and height, and he's just got a lot of goodness in him. And as you can tell from his company and how he helps the transients or the homeless, and it's great stuff, man. I love what you're doing. don't stop doing that. That's you being authentically yourself, and you got great success coming your way, not just from comedy, but from your company, from the scholarships. You're helping people. We're all in this together at the end of the day, man. We're all human beings. And everything they feed you in through media, the negativity, all that, that's all noise, guys. Everybody knows to just ignore all of that. We are all human beings, and we all need each other to grow and to make this earth as beautiful as it can be. And Brace is doing his part to help with that.
And that's why we on the pHumblepodcast.
I love it.
The maniac himself said he had me on to share this love. Pej out here being the pulse of the city, getting everybody connected.
I'm trying, man. But you're actually doing stuff in the street with the camera off. Now that's respect, because you're actually putting in the work. And I'm just connecting people online. You're doing it with your hands-on approach, and I love that. I can learn.
You doing the work. How you gonna say I'm putting people together and like it's not work? You know how hard it is to get people together, man. Try to get 30 people in one place I promise you, ask a church how hard it is to get a bunch of people together in one spot at the same time.
I know how to do it. I know how to do that. You just got to get free food. People show up. Hey. I'll show up. You give me free food, I'll be there. I'll tell you more.
Hey, and food cost. Oh, come through, man. We got this Friday, which is, what's today's date? I forgot today's date.
Today is technically it's Tuesday, which the episode is out right now as people are hearing it. But little secret, it's actually the Wednesday before this Tuesday. So it's the 27th of April, but this episode is coming out.
Man, I didn't know you was gonna spill the sauce. I didn't want you to spill the sauce like that. I was
That's all right. There's no secrets out here. Everybody knows my episodes are pre-recorded, but it's all good. Yeah, but go ahead. So what's going on Friday?
Every Friday before the first Sunday, we got food and we have like a game night at the church. Basically, I'm usually watching the kids until I got to hit the stage at 9:00.
Yep.
And it's usually over by 9.
Yep.
So as soon as they lock up, I'm usually like running out to go hit Vince's out in West Sac. So, yeah, man, we got like food and games and everything for the kids. Somewhere for your kids to be safe. And I mean, when I say games, I mean we got gamer games. Like it's usually everything but GTA. That's the only thing we don't let the kids play at church.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a church game, even though in the game they destroy churches, but still, yeah, that probably is a better reason not to have it at a church. That game is raw, man. That can't. Yeah, it's not. I mean, good on you to actually monitor that. What about like shooting games, other like first-hand shooting games?
It depends on what it is. Like if it's like World of Warcraft, or if it's something like a military type game, we usually try not to promote too much gang-related stuff.
Yeah.
Because my church is in the heart of Del Paso Heights.
Oh yeah.
So
we don't know that. Yeah, that gets interesting in there. Yeah.
It's like right off the freeway. So like we try to, because we have gang members come there too. So we just be like, hey, if you're gonna come and you're in a gang, just try to wear a neutral color, because we ain't trying to have no beef on church ground.
Right.
So, but everybody's welcome.
I love it.
Talk how you talk. If you want to put a B in front of stuff or a C in front of stuff, talk how you talk. But we just trying to keep everybody peaceful, keep all the love.
That's how it's got to be, man. That's all we got to give in this world is love. All the other stuff is manufactured. Love is natural. So, Brace, you want to put
and a part-time girlfriend, but go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say, go ahead and plug your Instagram, so people can see your stuff, your comedy stuff, whenever you post them.
Oh, Brace Nettles, BRACENETTLES. I know they always say you got way too many E's and T's and stuff. So I'll say, what they say, B as in Bradford, R as in, what? Here, BR, Ace like the card, and then Nettles, look up the grass, and that's me. Brace Nettles. It's BR.
No, man, that's not hard to remember, bro. Brace Nettles. No, everybody can find that. Try to find me by my full name. First, you're gonna have to figure out how to pronounce it. Then you gotta have to learn how to spell it out. Because my whole thing is Pejman Ahmedi. Like, what? Nobody's gonna be him. But anyway, it's I've heard all types of names. all types of mispronunciations of my name, and I'm not even offended. It's hilarious because I've had some of the funniest jokes that have come out of that. So, but yeah, dude, man, it's been a pleasure having you on. Keep doing the things you're doing. We're gonna connect for your skits. We gotta get those recorded for sure. And then I might stop by for some of this church stuff. I just want to come and see the good work that you're doing and putting in. Any last words before we end it?
I would love to have you come. Let's see. What would be something? What would Jesus say?
There you go. I wouldn't know. You would.
Let's see. If you finna see somebody at the crossroads, walk away. I don't know. Man, I'm trying to think. What would be something to end good on? What's something to say? Just everything and all things in one.
Yeah. We're all humans first. Love each other. Think with pure thoughts. Think what your childhood version of yourself would have done when you walk into different people. And 99. Yeah, go ahead.
I got it. Fellas, don't mess over your baby mama. The way you mess over your baby mama is the same way she finna mess over you in court. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. That's exactly what I was trying to say, actually, with everything I said about thinking with pure thoughts. Yeah, don't mess with your baby mama. That's even better. All right, guys, this has been episode 61.
Your face. I knew that was gonna throw you off because you never talked about kids like that.
I love it. I love the challenge because I don't have baby mamas. I don't even have a mama right now. She's in Iran, a one-way trip. She's not even here. I'm here by myself and my dog. We're good. But Fumble Podcast, episode 61. The man of the hour, Brace Nettles. Follow this man. All the links will be in the description. I'm PejTheManiac. You know where to find me. Hit that subscribe button on Fumble Podcast and illuminate that bell so you don't miss a single episode or daily video comedy content from PejTheManiac. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.
It's the climb.